We'll start out with the All-Stars. We're making our predictions here today. We are going to predict the East All-Stars and the West All-Stars. Let's start out on the East side with this video.
This has been Strictly Ball Business.
Strictly Ball Business.
Strictly Ball Business.
I like that video.
We're predicting the starters. There are 3 forwards and 2 guards, correct?
Yep.
So, with that in mind, who are your starters? Or who are your forwards, rather?
I feel like there's 4 possible forwards that could be in this. I have Joel, Giannis, and Tatum. I feel like a lot of people will exchange Tatum or Durant. They both having great seasons, but the other 2 I think are just locks for All-Star starters. What about you? Forwards. What are we talking?
Yeah, I went Durant, Tatum, and Giannis.
Durant, Tatum, and Giannis. So you didn't put Joel in there. Yeah, I guess Joel's missed a couple games. Maybe I just think I'm running off that 50-pointer. I do think he deserves as a center spot, but you could make it. I'm not going to complain with yours. I mean, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. That's good. Tatum having an MVP tight season. I think he's the MVP front runner right now. Doing great. Giannis is Giannis. Durant is Durant. They're all doing what they normally do, which is always deserving of an All-Star starter. But yeah. I feel like this is kind of like, I think it's pretty clear, but I want to hear what your guards are.
I put Donovan Mitchell and Trae Young in these spots. Is that who you had?
Yeah, that's exactly what I had.
Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty obvious. Donovan Mitchell's having a great season. Cavs are top 4 in the East, and Trae Young's numbers are great too. He's had a couple of not as great games, but even Trae Young's bad games, it's just shooting inefficient, and he still gets over 20 a game. So, like, he's always going to be an all-star game as long as he's putting up the numbers he has the last couple of years. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a single point guard that has. I mean, there's maybe 2 other guards that have such as good offensive output as he does. Even though if he's not scoring, that doesn't mean their offense isn't flowing directly because of him, and that's a huge reason why. I mean, especially not in the East. The other 2 players are Luka and Curry that I'm talking about, where just them being on the floor affects the offense and makes it better. So
yeah, there's tons of great guards in both leagues. I would say West is stronger there, so I think Donovan Mitchell and Trae Young benefit a little bit from being in the East, but they're still great players. So,
yeah, definitely. Do you see? I think it's pretty clear who the guards are. I don't think, unlike the forwards where we exchanged Joel and Durant, and that's pretty much it. I don't think there's much exchangeability, really, for argument's sake, for the guards here on the East starters. Maybe, I mean, because there's also team success. I mean, it's voted in too, so maybe Jaylen Brown can get in there. I mean, he's having a great season, which I'll highlight later. The guy's been great, but that's the only exchangeable I see. Do you see any other guards that could maybe sneak into a starting spot?
Not really. I mean, I think Darius Garland, he missed a few games, came back. He's been playing really good, but still, I think is a step below those other guys. Tyrese Halliburton's been having a great season too, but not good enough to be a starter in the game. Maybe good enough to make it in on a vote or a replacement level, but yeah, I'm not really seeing anybody else that could really jump them in terms of guards. Like, I mean, DeMar DeRozan is having a great season again. I don't think he deserves to start this year, but I mean, certainly deserves to get a nod, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, they changed the format, right? So voting's only a fraction of what's going on now. Because Andrew Wiggins got voted as a starter last year, so they knew they had to change it. So it's possible. I think that the fact that they changed it hurts guys like Tyrese Halliburton and De'Aaron Fox and like guys like Bradley Beal more, because it's going to lean more into like wins and success rather than just single numbers. Whereas last year I would probably have DeMar DeRozan in there, but because the Bulls aren't even in the play-in tournament right now, as we're making this video, that's not going to get him into the starting, not with a record like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the starters are pretty locked up. So I don't really see that switching, but there's still plenty of time. Somebody could get hurt, but hopefully that doesn't happen. But that could certainly change things too.
There's always one or two that get hurt and they get all-star nods, and we always appreciate it. There's a lot of guys out there that could be an all-star, but what do you guys think? Who are your East starters? I want to hear it. Comment that below. Did you guys like that video? I like that video. Just comment, like, and subscribe.